Hello, hello, hello out there. Let's see if y'all show up. It's been a while. Doo-doo. Hi, Catherine. How are you? Just waiting to see if anybody else shows up. It's been a while since I've been here. Okay. Hopefully, okay. It's hoping my battery on my laptop stays stable. Seems to be charging now. It wasn't charging earlier. That's awesome news. Congratulations. It's very, very, very good news. You're welcome. Wait and see if anybody else flows in here. Like I said, it's been a while since I've gone live, so people might have forgotten I exist. Hi, Crystal. How are you doing? And thank you. Catherine, you're trying to decide what to work on next. You've got a multitude of knit and crochet projects started, but maybe something new. Got a large whip pile going there, do you, Catherine? I do too. Hey, Brave Master. Well, this is the first time I've been here in a while. So, it's not that you've missed them, they just haven't existed. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, or oh, I don't know, like 3 or 4 weeks, I guess now. Just it's just been. I was sick, then my modem fried, and then we got the new modem, but our current internet access or our current at the time internet package couldn't handle the modem, so we had to upgrade the internet package, and then we had to add it's had to add boosters. It's been a ride. You know, we now have the highest modem and the highest internet package that Xfinity offers. Apparently, we have boosters on every floor because we're running the internet. Basically, I'm in the basement and my granddaughter's in the attic. So you're looking at 4 stories. So we're having to run internet for 4 different stories. So that's a lot of boosters. But things seem to be going okay. I look clear enough. Braid, yeah, I kind of caught on to that in a message, in a comment you made on my video. I think. Congratulations. Do you know what you're having? Yes, those are salt and vinegar potato chips behind me. They are like my kind of guilty pleasure. I love this thing so much, but I try to like, if I had my way, I would eat them all day, every day. So I try to like hold myself to like one bag like every other week, and then I kind of try to like hold myself to like only a handful every couple of hours. 'Cause otherwise, they would be my number one food group. Braymaster, you're having another boy. Oh, so how many kids do you have? Crystal, everybody seems to be having internet issues I've talked to. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but everybody around me actually had to upgrade. We had to, my across the street neighbors, who's a good friend of mine. They had to upgrade their modem and their internet too. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, they're your favorite chips too. Good taste. Salt and vinegar are my all-time favorite chips. My work sometimes has a spicy pickled chip in the vending machine. Those are so good. Oh, the dill. Yeah, the spicy dill. Those are good. Those are really good too. But yeah, so I try to behave with the salt and vinegar chips, but sometimes I go a little insane. I also like the kettle cooked jalapeno chips. Those are really good too. So, but I don't need either of them because I don't need the sodium. But sometimes you just gotta like indulge and give yourself like a happy snack. So I am currently drinking something that is like, I'm counterbalancing the salty chips that I don't need by sipping some thyme tea. And I posted about it, so if you're friends with me on Facebook, you've probably seen it, and on Instagram. But anyway, it's literally just tea made out of the thyme spice, and I add lemon juice and raw honey. I went a little overboard with the lemon juice on this one, but it's so good. This is your third. You have a 17-year-old female, a 4-year-old boy, and now you've got another boy. Oh, you got your hands full. Yes, I've blown my diet to hell on happy snacks. I don't even try to diet anymore. I just try to like, I eat what I want. I just try to be cognizant of how much of it I'm eating. So, but the thyme tea is good for your stomach, so like your gut health, and it's anti-inflammatory. But for my anti-inflammatory, I actually do. turmeric tea in the morning. So I do a turmeric peach tea in the morning, a thyme tea at night, and then I drink water throughout the rest of the day, normally flavored water. Sometimes it's regular water, sometimes it's sparkling. So I just try to like cut out soda. I don't drink a whole lot of soda anymore. So I don't even drink a lot of coffee anymore. I drink coffee like probably 2 or 3 times a week now in the morning. Unlike how I used to be, where it'd be 1 to 2 cups every morning. So I've cut that way back. It's weird. I still like coffee, still love coffee. I just don't have the need to drink it the way I used to. Catherine is drinking orange spiced tea. That sounds good. Raymaster's been drinking echinacea tea. It's an immune system booster. Yeah, I mainly focus on my gut health and oh, I also drink kombucha. I'll drink that throughout the day too. Or no, actually, I drink kombucha. I'll drink like, excuse me, 1 can like every other day because I would drink it more often, but it's expensive and I haven't figured out a way to like brew it myself yet. I need the space, but as soon as I figure out the space, I'm probably gonna start brewing it myself. So I drink like a can of kombucha every other day because I'm all about gut health. Because I'm convinced that everything that goes on with you, the gut is like where it happens, where it starts. So you missed your Cuban coffee. Aw, only got a few more months to go. Crystal saying, I read somewhere. I should probably just put this up. There we go. I read somewhere that salt cravings come from adrenal insufficiency, like high cortisol, but not sure how accurate it is though. I don't know. I don't particularly crave salty food. I just like salt and vinegar potato chips. I don't salt anything. Like people they'll get a meal and they'll automatically pick up the salt. No, I don't salt things. I very seldom add salt to things that I'm cooking. Like other than like something I'll put seasoning salt in my chicken or something like that. But for the most part, I don't use a whole lot of salt. I just like salt and vinegar potato chips. Kefir is good for gut health. Yeah, kombucha tastes like sour beer to me. You have not had the proper kombucha then. Try one of my favorite brands is Remedy. Their kombucha is delicious. Also, it was my last one that I drank. Culture Pop Soda. That's another good one. Both of them are at Walmart. At my Walmart anyway. Oh, Catherine says I am a salt freak. I even put it on pizza. No, no. Okay, the one thing that I will deliberately salt French fries. Other than that, I'm not a big salt person. It's you. Look, we have a visitor. Why can't you just come on there and wave? Why do you have to like make some weird face like that? Why? Why can't you just? What? I can't move the camera. I've got a setup here. So Catherine says hi.
Hi. I have got my hair done.
She's got braids. It was picture day, so her mom braided her hair for her.
Done my nails.
Oh, also got her nails done. You used to look the rapper of the billion cubes when you were little. Okay, y'all got some serious salt issues going here.
Hi, y'all.
That's too funny. No, you cannot move that. I've got a delicate balance going here. You're gonna have to like squeeze in here and say hello or something.
Thank you, that my hair's cute and I'm cute.
Oh Lord. Okay, you've had your ego boost.
Nah.
Do you have anything to say to the people?
Nah.
She said bye. She's a weirdo. Go up the stairs, weirdo. I can see you. Uh, I'll tell. She said thank you about Bray Master about her hair. She saw the comment, your comment. I didn't. I missed it. Uh, but yeah, it was school picture day yesterday, so her mom did her hair for her. You couldn't see it, but she's got like a heart on each side of her head, braided into her head. And they could tell that the braids are coming down in their beads. They can see that much. It's coming down. Well, sure your mom's gonna be thrilled about that. Hmm. Oh yeah, a heart from you know. Okay, go. I thought you meant it was coming out, not that you weren't talking about the braid that was coming down from the heart. Oh Lord. Okay, so let me take another sip of tea here. Hmm, that was weird. Hang on, I may. Oh wait. We had a power flash and lost power for like a nanosecond. Looks like the internet held, but if I suddenly disappear, it's because my modem is restarting. But it doesn't look like it affected it, so I don't know. Braids saying, I miss my 17-year-old being little and cute. She always had braids. Kiara goes back and forth between loving them and hating them. So, you know, she'll want them, so her mom will braid her hair, and then she'll get tired of it, and then she'll go like months without them again, then she'll want them again. So, when I was a kid, my hair stayed in braids. When Kiara's mom was a kid, her hair was braided during the summer, but then it was loose the rest of the year. I thought my mom might be a little upset with all the work that goes into braiding hair. It's a lot of work, but I mean, it's a couple hours work, but then the hair is good for at least a week longer, depending on the hair type. Like, unfortunately, with Kiara, her hair, those braids will last about a week, and then her hair's straight, and they'll just be working themselves out. My daughter had no choice. I braided for a living, so she was a walking billboard. Yep. Well, Kiara's mom's a stylist too. Well, retired now, but yeah, she's a stylist as well. So a lot of Kiara's hairstyles were definitely billboards. Okay, so um, how's everybody been for the last couple of weeks? Hope you guys have been well. Like I said, we've it's been a carnival of all kinds of crazy things going on around here. From like I said, I was sick, and then we had internet issues, and then just some other just family stuff where like I would need to like watch the kid, or I would be on the road somewhere and wouldn't be home in time to go live, or by the time I got home I was too tired to go live. So yeah, the last few weeks have been a little crazy, but um, I have been busy with stuff though. In case you didn't know, I did release a new pattern. It's the Granny Gingham, and it's basically the combination of the Granny stitch and the Gingham stitch. So this one I would call Gingham Granny because you start with the gingham and then go to the granny and go back to the gingham. And then this one I would call the Granny Gingham because you go from the granny to the gingham to the granny. And I kind of like this one the most. I don't know why. But I like this one better than the Gingham Granny Gingham, even though I really like gingham. I just like this pattern better. So I released this pattern. It's available on my Buy Me a Coffee page, which is Mocha CNC. It's also available on Ravelry, which is my uh, T3 T Boutique. Is who I am on Ravelry. Another example. Here's some mug rugs I made. Um, and then I also recorded a video tutorial. Oh, that was a nightmare. But it's up on my channel. So if you want a tutorial to go along with the pattern, it's available. Um, let's see what else. I love braiding. Went in beauty school, but didn't stay in that field. Okay. Braidmaster said, I'm basically retired from doing hair too, but my hubby and son have long hair too. Gotcha. Divergent Crafter saying, I am healing up from almost breaking my foot at work and been working a couple of projects. I have been working on a linked double crochet raglan sweater. Oh, cool. Yes, I'm with Braid. I hope it heals fast. Well, yeah, it has a gingham look because it is gingham. You're talking to me, right? I just didn't do a traditional gingham. A more traditional gingham would be. Hang on, I have one sort of this. So that's a more traditional gingham with the three grays. and then I did the granny on. So this is a granny gingham, and one of my friends like, that's Ohio State colors. Can I have it? And I'm like, we'll see. So that's I've been busy with that. Um, I've also been I don't know. I think the last time I talked to you, I was finishing this. So I finished this one, diamond art painting. I'm talking about. So that one was done, and I did get it done in time for Halloween. So yay for that. But I also finished her, and I absolutely love this one because I love cows. So this one's getting framed, and it's going to go up in here somewhere. I don't know where, but it's going up. And I'm working on another one because I'm kind of addicted to diamond art painting at this point. It's definitely the thing I do when I just need to like I need to feel like I'm being productive, but I don't have the energy to like bust out like some heavy duty craft. This fits the bill definitely. Um, yeah, so I'm working on another one. And I probably got 5 or 6 more in the pipeline, so I've got plenty of diamond art paintings to work on. I'm also going to actually do a video because somebody asked me to do a video of how I set up my diamond art projects. So that video is coming here eventually. And some of you might have noticed, or I know some of you did notice because you left me comments, but I redid my channel intro video. It was only 5 years in the making, no biggie. But I finally went ahead and redid it, and now it actually reflects more of the attitude of the channel than the last one. I mean, the last one reflected what I was really about when I first started the channel, and my concept for the channel changed a little bit. So now my intro video actually matches the concept of the channel. So now I'm not gonna put the cow in the kitchen because technically this is Diva's kitchen. So because this is really her house, I'm just kind of here for the time being. Um, it might go in my kitchen though. That's possible. That's a possibility. I don't know. But I love cows, and I collect black and white cow stuff, so you'll find that all over my house anyway. So just so tell them where the cow will land. Probably someplace where I'll see it often though. And okay. Oh, and the last thing I've been working on, y'all seen these the turtle matching games. You make the big turtle, and then you make all the little baby turtles. I had a commission for. I'm not taking all these out. I had a commission for this, so I went ahead. So I made it, but then of course Kiara saw it and she wants one. So now I have to make a second one, and she has the nerve to actually want it by Thanksgiving. So that's what I'll be doing the next couple of days, making a second one of these. One hard, kind of fun. It's cute. So that's what I've been working on. Uh, Now I'm working on a new pattern. I've got some Christmas gifts I'm working on. Uh, More diamond art painting I'm doing. That's about it. The cow would be cute as my backdrop for my videos. Wonder if I can pull that off. I might see if I can't pull that off. Take a picture of it and then transpose it onto a green screen. Hmm. I'll have to look into that. That's not a bad idea. Okay, so I also have to start making some little amigurumi Christmas people at my daughter's request because our tree's already up. She wasted no time putting the tree up this year. Um, Basically, Halloween ended and Christmas began in this house. So the tree's up. Most of the lights are hung on the outside. We just have to finish up a few lights, pull all the blow ups out, and put them in the front yard. Um, but I don't think she's turning any of that on until Thanksgiving night. So, but the big part, the heavy duty part of the lights are done. So that's where I am with all of my projects. My Locally they started a crochet group. I think it's crochet and knit, but the vast majority of people are crocheters or those that want to learn to crochet. And I've been volunteered to like help teach. So I don't know when that's going to start, but I don't know if that's going to start before the beginning of the year. But I'll be involved with that. Um, I don't know. I just got a whole lot of stuff that's in the works, and I'm just waiting to see what which things pan out and which pull my attention and all that happy stuff. Crystal said, "I haven't put my tree up. I have a rule; it doesn't go up until after Thanksgiving, but then don't take it down to New Year's." Um, I don't know. Normally, that's how we do it. We put the tree up on Thanksgiving night or the day after, but for some reason she wanted to put it up early this year, so she put it up. Um, and ours doesn't come down until middle of January at the earliest. So you have to get through the 12 days of Christmas before you can take the Christmas tree down. But yeah, it did definitely go up early this year. But oh, it doesn't bother me. It's pretty. I'm kind of shocked we only have one tree, and I have a feeling that we may end up with a second tree. But for now, we have one tree. It's up. It's decorated. Let's see. What else shall we talk about? What else do y'all want to talk about? Hi, Mom's Place. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, I think everybody is ready to say goodbye to 2023. It's been a year. Eh, the 20s have been a decade. I mean, a lot's gone on in 3 years. Uh, a whole lot's gone on in 3 years. Excuse me. Something else I wanted to ask you. Oh, okay. So I know, like the big talk of the last few weeks has been um woman folk. I've seen I don't know how many videos dedicated to that fiasco, and I don't know. I don't think she could come back from this. I think that that was, yeah, that was a nightmare. So don't see anybody coming back from that kind of disaster, which is sad because from what I saw, the first 2 years were pretty awesome. There were some issues, but nothing major. And then to like just turn around and just, you know, basically destroy all your momentum in one fell swoop is just sad. But I do have a goal. I do want to go to Rhinebeck next year, so that's one that's on my to do list. Yeah, there were there were several people whose videos I was waiting to see. One was TL Yarncrafts because I wanted to know what Tony's take was on it, and the other came out on Monday, and that was Emma in the Moment. I knew she would do a deep dive into it, and she did. And Insanity, and I also watched um Lulu Bean. Yeah, I watched Lulu Bean's lives, and I just felt so bad for her. She could tell she was just deeply, deeply wounded by how things went down. So yeah, Emma broke down the money, and I mean, I didn't realize that some of the sponsors paid $7,500. That is insane. $7,500. You weren't even mentioned as a sponsor on the website or anywhere. Um, I don't know if the sponsors also had tables or booths. I know Lulu Bean didn't, but I don't know about the other ones. Poor Lulu Bean put Lulu Bean Lulu Bean. I can't talk. I mean, put hers on their credit card because they had just used all their money for their expansion. So they put their sponsorship on a credit card and then got treated like that. Um, the other vendor, there was the vendor from UK that had so much of her product ruined. That was horrible. And then the vendor from California, whose name is escaping me, uh, uh, Eclectic Yarns, I think. What is it? I forget. But the one that found all their boxes had been used as walkways for the mud. I felt so. I saw her live stream too, and I felt so bad for her. So yeah, I felt bad for her. No, Lily Bean did not deserve that backlash. That was not. I mean, she was a sponsor. She had nothing to do with the setup or the running or anything of it. But everybody was like, "Well, you're friends, so you know." Just because they're friends, I guess apparently that she was supposed to be in the know on everything. But that's not necessarily true, you know. And apparently she wasn't getting any answers either. And she's not the type of person that's going to lie about that, you know. So, but yeah, Emma's info was very in depth. I was amazed, and I still can't understand how did she get away with charging $950 for a booth and Rhinebeck. Their highest booth I think fee was $500. How are you going to like charge twice what the main event is charging? How does that work? I don't get that one at all. But yeah, that just seemed like a straight up nightmare. Um, like I said, I want to go to Rhinebeck next year, and if I go, um, and Woundfolk happens to like resurrect itself, I don't know if I will be visiting that one or not. Um, I'm thinking no. I'm thinking I'll probably just stick with Cake Palooza and No, I had it in, and totally lost it. The other one. So I think that's where I would um was it Wool Untangled, Untangled, whatever the other one is. She was selling it as an upscale event, and it was not. It was barely an event, let alone upscale. So, and I love how people called it Fiberfest because it deserved that name. It definitely deserved it. Indie Untangled. That's it. Thank you. So, but yeah, Rhinebeck is a goal for next year for me. So let's see, what else shall we talk about? I was on my crochet groups recently, and well, actually, I was on it today, and as usual, someone was talking about how much to charge for something. I swear to God, this is a group of like 60,000 crocheters. Look through the FAQ to see about pricing because two or three people a day will ask the same question, and we all end up having the same fight over and over and over and over again. Today's version was a chick said that she was going to use pretty much the traditional pricing model, which is supplies plus labor plus um, overhead times a 30% markup, right? So some chick replies, that is a ridiculous model. Choose one of those items and charge and use that as your price. Don't combine them all. And I'm like, you do realize that that is just a really traditional pricing model, right? You know, your supplies and the time it took you to make it times a whatever wage you want to pay yourself plus the cost of overhead to make the item, and then a markup. That's pretty standard. So for her to say that it was ridiculous kind of just cracked me up. I'm like, no clue, no clue, no clue. But then, just as I thought she was clueless, someone else turned around and said, I don't see why it matters anyway. Crochet is just a hobby. It's not meant to be sold. What the what? People have been selling crochet items for centuries. It's a craft. You spend a lot of time learning that craft. Why are you not entitled to be compensated for that craft? Do you feel the same way about knitting? Do you feel the same way about sewing? Because otherwise, you know, you should be like standing in the middle of JCPenney or what have you, screaming that you have to pay for items that are sewn together because it should be a hobby. Or it's just another case of you know second classing crochet, which annoys me to no end. You know, it's a second class craft. I don't know why people say that because I mean it takes some skill to um, make knots with a hook. It takes a lot of practice. But some people are insistent on not giving crochet credit as an actual skill. I don't understand it. Crystal saying, "I wish there was a wool fest in Tennessee." Isn't there? I thought there was something like that in Tennessee. Or maybe it's a fiber festival. Kathy, Kathy Davy would be able to say for sure. Catherine is saying, Lowell Bean Yarn does so many fundraisers for the BIPOC community and they get disrespected like this. Yeah. That's they just assumed that she would be in the know because they were friends. No, I had no idea that she was getting as backstabbed as everybody else. Oh my god, I love to cook. So when I did it for a living, was I supposed to do it for free? Yes, yes. You were not supposed to get paid for it ever. Not meant to be sold. Never read the history of crochet in Ireland, I guess, huh? Apparently not. Apparently, this person has no idea that it has literally been sold since it's been basically created. But again, I don't understand how some people just consider crochet as a second class skill. And I think that's BS. Completely, totally BS. Brainmaster said, I think my son can hear you since I'm resting my hands on my belly and he's kicking. So he agrees. Crochet is a skill and you deserve to be compensated accordingly. Excellent. But yeah, I was just, I don't know why I'm shocked by stuff like that anymore. I mean, it's certainly not the first time I've heard it. It's not even the 10th time I've heard it. But I just shake my head every time somebody says something like that. It's like, it's a real skill. People have spent years learning how to do it. But let's see. Oh, the other thing that we were talking about was, and this is actually, it was all lumped in with the same pricing question. Um, the woman had made an African flower hippo, and it's not like a little one; it's like a substantial sized hippo. And using the pricing scheme she had is going to come out to like $200. And she was like, "Will somebody pay that?" And everybody's like, "Nobody's going to pay $200 for a stuffed animal." And I'm sitting here thinking, um, I paid $150 for a stuffed animal for Kiara for Christmas 2 years ago. It wasn't crochet. It was just a regular old. I mean, it was a giant bear, like a 6 foot bear, but I still paid $150 for it. And I didn't justify the price of it because of its size. I justified the price of it because it was just exactly what she was looking for. So, yeah, do I think somebody would pay $200 for one of those African flower hippos? The big ones? I mean, apparently, you can't see me. It was like all of 3 feet in length and probably 2.5, almost 3 feet in width. It was huge. So, yeah, I think somebody actually would pay that. Probably not in her local market, but somebody probably would pay it. But everybody was convinced, oh God, no one would ever pay that much. I wouldn't pay that much. I wouldn't pay more than 60. You can't go by what you would pay, okay? Especially if you're sitting up here complaining about the prices of Red Heart Super Saver at Walmart. You are not a judge of what the market will bear. Sorry, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it is what it is. If you're clutching your pearls at the price of Malabriga yarn, you are not the one who's going to pay $200 for that hippo. You are not the target market. But there is a target market out there because there are plenty of people out there that do appreciate the skill that goes in the crochet, and they are willing to pay good money for it. So, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But I, of course, wouldn't and enter my 2 cents saying that yes, there are people out there that would pay that. You'll just have to find them, obviously. But that it's ridiculous to say that no one will pay that. They're saying, have you watched any of the knitting podcasts where they talk about how hard crochet is? They are truly floored that it wasn't easy as they thought to learn. I know. I kind of think it's funny. But yeah, I have seen some of them. They're like, oh, I figured I would just try to crochet it. Oh my God, it's so hard. Yeah. But I did read somewhere that it's easier to go from crochet to knitting than knitting to crochet. Again, I am a very, 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 very new knitter. So I can't really say, but you know, it's not that I've had a hard time picking it up. I just don't really have the interest in it. I want to learn it, like I said, so that I can at least make basic things. But past that, I'm not really interested in knitting. I prefer crochet. Brain Master saying, plain and simple, you don't like my price, go make it yourself. It's a hobby if it's for me. Exactly. If I'm making something for myself, then it's a hobby. If I'm making it for somebody else, then it's not. And I can price accordingly and will price accordingly. And will only deal with people who appreciate my prices. It's that simple. I have no patience for people like that. I agree. I just I'm like, stop. Just before you start typing something ridiculous, take a moment, realize that you may not be the right person to comment on this. Delete whatever it is you wrote and keep scrolling. But yeah, because I mean, like I said, if you're sitting up in Walmart complaining about the price of Red Hot Super Saver, you're not the same person that would pay $200 for an African flower hippo. You're just not. I'm sorry, you're not. If you're one of those people that you can't understand why people prefer other yarns, like again Malabrigo or Noro or um, some other quote unquote high end yarn, and your idea of a splurge is loops and threads from Michaels or Joanne's brand, which I love, by the way. So Big Twist. I'm not slim Big Twist. I love Big Twist. But if you're a Red Hot Super Saver person and that's your idea of a splurge, you are not the target market. You're just not. Catherine's saying, I can see that. I crocheted first and then learned to knit. You know, like me and crochet's more you. Yeah. I'm definitely more into crochet I love being in knitting. I already know that. Like I said, I just wanted to learn how to knit just to say that it was a skill I had. But I really have no desire to really like to become anything past a decent knitter. I get to decent, I'll be happy. I don't really need to get proficient or expert or intermediate or anything like that. Because I don't see me really using it a whole lot. Definitely prefer crochet. I don't like Super Saver, and some get offended even when I say that. I don't like Super Saver either. I can't stand Red Hot Super Saver for the most part. I do like their ombre and some of their variegateds, but past that, I am not a fan of Red Hot Super Saver. I don't like how it feels. I know it softens up with the wash, but that really doesn't help me while I'm trying to make the project. Um, Definitely a Joanne Big Twist person. That's my favorite. I like Loops and Threads from Impeccable at Michaels, but yeah, I'm a Big Twist person. If we're doing like big box yarn, value yarn, I'm going with the Joanne Big Twist. I wish I had a few more colors. That's one thing Super Saver has. They have 15 million colors. Big Twist has a decent amount of colors, but I could go for a few more. So Marquita, welcome, welcome. Haven't seen you in ages. How are you? And you love Big Twist too? If it doesn't it feel amazing? I love how it feels. I love working with Big Twist. Um, you know, sometimes I'll take on a large project just so I have an excuse to like bust out the Big Twist because I really I like working with it. Divergent Crafter saying I am big on sensory and tactile feel. I find myself annoyed working with super. Oh, me too. Can't stand it for that reason. It just feels ugh. It feels yucky going through my hand. I don't like how it feels going through my hands. Big Twist, I love how it feels going through my hands. It's almost as luxurious as like working with Malabrigo for me. Marquita's like, I'm good. I've got all the kids in bed now. I hope you've been well. Hanging in there. Um, Actually, this is the first live I've done in a couple of weeks because between not being sick and then internet issues and then like family drama, I haven't been around. So you just popped in right at the right time. Like I said, this is the first live I've done in probably a month, I think, give or take. So Divergent, Crystal saying I like Premiere Basic. It's good economy yarn. I like Premiere Basic, but to be honest, I just like the fact that I could just run over to Joann's and get a bunch of big twists. Premiere, I have to order it. Which don't get me wrong, I have nothing against ordering yarn. I do it a lot, but yeah, my favorite value yarn is going to be Big Twist. So let's see. Let's see. We talked about the whole Rhinebeck and Woman Folk disaster. Crazy people talking about. Hang on, Kiara, what are you screaming about? What? Oh, good lord! She's literally standing at the top of the screen, at the top of my stairs, screaming for her mom, who's 2 flights up. Go upstairs. Why are you standing there screaming? Of course, I know why. So anyway, let's see. Orchid is saying you're right. Premier and Universal have lovely yarns. Crystal saying I don't have any craft stores near me except Hobby Lobby and don't buy from Hobby Lobby. I've got a Michaels and a Hobby Lobby. I don't buy from Hobby Lobby either. But I have a Michaels and I have a Michaels, Joann's, and a Hobby Lobby. I should say. So and I shop the most at Joann's actually. But let's see. Um, yeah, I don't. I've been like trying to decide what I'm going to make my next project. Yard I'm using for my next project because as you guys know, I'm still trying to shop my stash, and I'm trying. I can't decide, and that's why I keep looking at. Cause I'm looking at. I've got like probably like 5 or 6 cakes of Horizon from Hobie sitting over here I could use. Um, I got a whole bunch of Kobu that I could use. I got cotton for days, but the cotton's actually for some other projects I'm working on. But I'm trying to decide what yarn to use for my next project. Catherine is saying I only have Hobby Lobby, so yes, I buy from Hobby Lobby. Well, I mean, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. I have the option of not, so I don't. But I'm not gonna like fault somebody for shopping there. You know, if that's where you want to shop, then go ahead. I mean, because quite frankly, I mean, you're helping out the people that work there. I mean, they deserve to actually have jobs. I just I just have the option of not shopping there, and therefore I don't because I just don't agree with a lot of their policies. But again, I am not going to like badmouth somebody who does shop there. Do you? So I mostly buy online though. Yeah, me too. Actually, I said all of that, and then now that I think about it, the last time I bought Big Twist, I actually ordered it online because my local store didn't have the colors I needed. So I bought the bulk of mine online. And yes, I love Hobie too. Although they're getting on my nerves with all the ads though. How many times are you gonna message me about Black Friday? Okay, I get it. You have a Black Friday sale. All right, fine. Okay, I heard you the first 6 times. Um, so that's getting a little annoying. Plus, I mean, they moved the bingo to like such a weird time for us here in the U.S. that I don't even remember to play anymore. 11 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. Who's No? It's just not happening. You have a Stanley addiction, but hate cost of shipping. Ah, I've only used Stanley like once or twice. I think that's the tinsel, right? Um, I've got tinsel, but it's not Stanley. Actually, the tinsel I have, I want to say, is K and C from Joann's. I'm not seeing it. It might be hidden behind some stuff because I'm not seeing it on my shelf. It might be in a bin. So, Catherine, oh my God, I finally deleted them from my messenger. Yeah, they will. Oh my goodness, they will message you to death. Crystal saying, I feel like Hobie could be cheaper if they didn't advertise out of the wazoo. Probably. Tell us about Stanley. Yeah, Crystal, fill people in about Stanley. All I know is that I've seen the tinsel and I had one like skein of the tinsel. It seemed lovely, but that's all I know about it. So, Crystal, take this one. Tell us about Stanley. Okay, Stanley has gradient cakes that are over 2,000 yards. Wow, that is a lot. What's weight is the yarn, Crystal? Brainmaster saying Black Friday sales are going on now. I usually get a lot, and it'll last me all year. I still have last year's Hobie Black Friday stuff. I think I have some of Hobie's Black Friday stuff from last year too. I think that's where I got a lot. That's where I got a lot of my Metallica. Kind of bummed that TL Yarncraft's Happy Place is running as low as it is because I won't be able to get some this year. I don't think. I'll have to wait till the next her next run, which I guess is in the spring. That is a lot of yarn. 2,000 yards. No, no, Poppy, stop. Um, Poppy, Pleta PG is a Bulgarian company. Stanley has cakes in cotton, acrylic, and wool blends. They are sport weight. Aha! That's really a lot of yarn in a sport weight. Wow. Okay. So maybe it was a ceiling that I had then, because this was a tinsel, and tinsel's bamboo. So I don't know. I don't know what it was. Oh, Braden, you actually won bingo. That's cool. Yeah, I know J Hook is a big fan of Reggie's a big fan of Stanley. Um, she's the one that got me started on tinsel in general. Did I already show my current projects? I did, but I'll show them to you again. I released a pattern for the Granny Gingham or Gingham Granny, whichever way you decide to do it. So this would be the Gingham Granny because it's Gingham. I'm sorry, this would be the Granny Gingham because I go from the Granny stitch to the Gingham back to the Granny stitch, and then this would be the Gingham Granny because it's Gingham to Granny to Gingham. And I released the pattern. It's available on my Buy Me a Coffee page and on my Ravelry page. Um, and I did a video tutorial on YouTube. And then I've done some diamond art painting. So I finished the cow, and I finished the Nightmare Before Christmas one that I've been working on forever. This one I've been working on for like 2 years, and I finally finished it. And what else do I have? Oh, the turtle. You know that lovely matching game that everybody's been playing. It's like the mama turtle and the baby turtles. I got a commission for one of those, so I finished it. But then my granddaughter saw it and decided she wants one, so now I have to make a second one. And that's really all you miss, Marquita. Um, I've done, like I said, I've done a lot with the pattern that I just released. I've done various size projects with it, just trying to see if it would scale, and it does, fortunately. But yeah, those are my projects for the most part. But thank you. I'm glad you like them. Crystal saying they also have other yarns that aren't the cakes. Just you just love cakes. Oh yeah, I like cakes too. That was a lot. Congratulations on your pattern release. So thank you. I'm working on my next one. It'll be pattern. I want to say number 8. I can't remember off the top of my head. I was like, when I was adding that pattern onto Ravelry, I kept noticing. I'm like, wait, why am I? All my patterns weren't there, and I'm not even going into this, but I'm locked down my Etsy account. Long story. So I couldn't go onto my Etsy account and look. So I'm literally in my computer files searching PDFs for patterns that I wrote. And I think I found 8 of them. So I think this was number 8. So I'm working on number 9. So which is kind of cool. I mean, this time 2 years ago, I don't think I thought that I would, you know, ever release a pattern. But this time 2 years ago, I actually released my very first one, which was the Chill Kill Pocket Shawl. That was my first. And then I released I don't know. I think it was a pair of gloves, maybe another shawl, and then I did the love hug shawl. Um, I don't know. I don't remember the order in which I did it. Oh no, no. My first one was a chill kill pocket shawl. My second one was the Let It Flow summer shawl. That was my second one. Then I think it was gloves, and I think it was another shawl. You know, I pretty much all of my designs are like shawls or wraps or because that's basically what I deal with anyway. So it's accessories. I'm an accessory person. So and this next one will probably be a wrap or a shawl or something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So so yeah, that's what I've been working on. Um, just trying to get that going and trying to get myself back into the habit of going live and doing videos and you know it's that's an uphill battle because I live with a lot of people that don't always pay attention to the fact that I'm in the middle of doing something when they decided they need something and I'm supposed to just drop everything. But I'm not even gonna get into that either. Y'all have families, you know what it's like. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to get back into some sort of semblance of a habit. So trying to sort of, which is why this live keeps getting moved back to later and later and later, because the later by the time I get done with everything everybody else needs, like it's like 9:30, and that's the earliest that I can actually sit down here and actually have a chat with y'all. So if y'all don't mind it being this late, I'm just going to keep it this late. Yeah, 9:30 to 10 may be my regular live time from now on Wednesday. I was going to move the live to another day, but I don't know where I'd put it. I mean, it's you know, there's a whole lot of lives and stuff going on in our community right now, so moving it just isn't feasible. So I'll just keep it a little later. I'm a night owl, so it doesn't bother me. And as long as you guys don't mind it being this late, I'm good with it. Crystal's saying I crochet my own garments, but don't have the energy to write patterns for different sizes. People don't like recipe style patterns. Um, yeah, with garments it's kind of hard, but I mean, honestly, especially when you're talking about crocheting garments, you have to go by your own measurements either way. So I mean, if I mean, you could do like say like Crystal from back a day does, and like basically small, medium, and large, and you just adjust your beginning stitch chain to whatever length you need, which means you have to measure yourself. So I mean, so you could design the pattern and just have people have to adjust it to match their measurements. Like like for the hip area, it's this, so whatever the multiple is, adjust accordingly to whatever your measurement is. Your waist, the bust, the shoulder. So you could do it without having to like scale, because quite frankly, even if you scaled, that's not going to guarantee that the size is going to match everybody, or there's going to be a size that matches everybody. You know, in my case, I've got boobs, I've got shoulders, I've got hips, but my waist is relatively small. So I kind of have to, when I'm making a sweater or a garment for myself, I have to bring it in the center, but I still need width because I also have a booty. I'm weirdly shaped. I really admit it. You know, I watch a lot. Tony Lipsy, T.L. Youngcraft. She talks about that a lot. You just need to match your measurement. I mean, look at a pattern, get an idea of how it's made, how it's put together, but then you have to use your own measurements to make it. Okay, Marquita's like, I understand later works for me. All right, duly noted. And Catherine says she's not out too. Duly noted at that. Cool. Then yeah, it'll stay later. I'm fine with that. So, but yeah, I mean, doing your own garments is. I have yet to finish a garment for myself, like a full garment. I've made vests. I've made vests basically. I've never made a full fledged sweater, mainly because I'm a girl of some size, and that's a project. And you guys know I hate large projects, but I am determined to actually make myself a sweater at some point. Calvin says I'm oddly shaped too. More than good. I'm not the only oddly shaped person here. Crystal saying I don't like size patterns because I evidently am built odd, short with junk in the hood and trunk with smaller waist. See, that's me. I mean, I'm not short. I'm 5'4", but definitely have all that stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I literally have to measure as I go if I make something for myself. Even a vest, I have to measure as I go to make sure that it fits in the shoulders, it fits at the chest, it fits around my butt. My waist isn't really an issue with a vest, but but I know that for a sweater, I'm gonna have to take all that into consideration. So, um, but yeah, I am eventually going to make a sweater for myself. I keep saying this, I have yet to do it. Just like I keep saying I'm going to knit or crochet some socks. I haven't done that yet either. Sorry, Marquita. You sent me the yarn for it and everything. I still haven't done it. It's still on my list of things to do. I promise. So many things are on my list of things to do. But I don't know. I don't know why I keep like not making a sweater for myself. I keep talking myself out of it. I pick out the yarn, I pick out a pattern, and then that's as far as I get. I really just need to like just buckle down and make the stupid sweater. Crystal saying I made two MJ off the hook sweaters, neither fit right. Catherine is saying I can't wear vests, boobs are too big for my 5'1" body. What does that have to do if you're wearing a vest though? It's literally a sweater with a slit in the middle of it. What difference does it make? It's okay, they do take a while, but nowhere near as long as knitted socks. Uh, I don't know if I'll ever knit socks. I'm gonna crochet my first pair, and if that goes okay, then I may try to knit if I ever like get knitting down enough to try something like that. I'm really at the knitting stage where I could probably pull off a washcloth or a scarf. That's about as far as I can get with knitting right now. And Crystal's 5'1" too. Alrighty. I'm 5'4", so somehow I'm like the tall person in the room. Although I think Marquita's taller. um, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make a sweater and I'm gonna make socks one day. I'm gonna do it. I will do it. It's the way the armholes look, but maybe if I custom size it. Well, yeah, you're gonna have to custom size it. You may need longer or more narrow armholes, depending on how it fits. That's why you have to constantly measure. And that's why I typically I don't think I'd ever make a bottom up. I think I'll make a top down for that reason. A raglan, I guess, is what it's called, so that I can measure to make sure everything is the right measurement that it needs to be. Like I suggest a sweater designer that you may enjoy the challenge. Marquita, 5'4 3/4. Okay, fine. You're like a quarter of an inch. Cause I'm like 5'4 1/2. So yeah, you're a quarter of an inch taller than me. Tall. None of us are actually tall. Um, yeah, we're all short. So who do you suggest, Crystal? I think everyone looks good in the hexagon cardi, and they are quick and easy. I have been looking at hexagon cardis, and I think if I was going to do one, it'd probably be that one in the granny stitch. I'm assuming that's are they all granny stitch hexagon cardis? Um, and is that what T.L. Youngcraft just did? I just saw a short of her in a new sweater, and I thought it was a hexagon cardi, but I wasn't totally sure. But yeah, I've actually that's the one I've been considering the most. So, Catherine says she wanted to try and make one of those. All right, so maybe we should all just commit to making hexagon cardis. Uh, yeah, I think that's what she made, and it's okay. It is cute. That sweater is very cute. That's what I thought it was. I wasn't totally sure. Okay, Crystal saying somebody named Linda. Is it Skuja? Skuha? Skula? She have a YouTube channel, Instagram page. Where do we find this person? Oh, Catherine wants to do a hexy cow. Uh, we could possibly do a hexy cow. Um, so that's something we could do. Like, but I wouldn't be ready to do anything a cow until like January after the holidays. But that sounds like fun. Maybe I'll plan that. We can do a hexy cow, and that way everybody has a chance to shop around and find a yarn they want to do it in. Crystal saying she used a short rows to create shape and texture. She has a rivalry and just released a book. Okay, I'll look her up. My after baby belly makes shopping difficult for me, so I enjoy making my own tops. I'll do the cow if I have the yarn in stash, and I think I know the yarn for it. All right, well, tentatively set aside whatever yarn you might want to use for early January, and I'll see if I can't set up a cow for us to do that. Cause I haven't done a cow in a while. That'll be fun. Let's see. Um, yeah, I'll add that to my calendar to do a hexy cow in January, and I'll look around because I'm only wow. Let's try it again. I'm also only going to use what I've got in my stash, so I'll have to look around to see what I've got enough of to make a sweater. I'm sure I've got enough of something. I guarantee I got enough of something. Oh yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, not a problem. Although I have put a decent dent in my stash, believe it or not, with all these products I've been working on. I've used up a decent amount of yarn. I'm kind of shocked. There's her Ravelry page. Okay. Okay, guys. As you can hear, I'm getting congested, and I'm getting a slight toothache. I don't know what. I don't know what. So I'm gonna have to go brush my teeth and use some amber salt or something. But my tooth hurts. So yeah, I shall plan to keep this live at between 9:30 and 10 o'clock every Wednesday. Since you guys seem to like it there, and I like it there, and I think it just works better for everybody involved. So I'm glad you guys were here tonight. I appreciate you showing up even after my long absence. Um, yeah, shop for yarn, figure out the yarn. Drop my Ravelry link. Um, Hang on. What is my Ravelry? Hang on, I gotta pull it. Uh, do, 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 do. Copy. I think that's it. I think that's my Ravelry and my If you can't get it through there, hang on. Oh come on. Being stubborn. Sorry, hang on. There it is. Copy. Here we go. That's my Buy Me a Coffee page, which also has links to my gallery with all my patterns too. Um, no, that was the actual. That's always been my name on Ravelry. For some reason, um, I've got two pages on Ravelry I didn't know I had. One is that one I just shared with you. The other one is T3 T Boutique. Um, and I can't figure out how to merge the two, I'm kind of confused. So, um, anyway, those are my links. To Ravelry and Buy Me a Coffee. Like I said, both places, all of my patterns are there. My gallery's there. Have a look, see, enjoy, and I'm gonna go because I need to go take something because my tooth is really starting to scream now. And I'll chat with y'all next week. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Marquita. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.